Eric Trump has come out of hiding to whine on the internet about how everyone is mean to his daddy and cry about the fact that he knows his daddy is going to jail. This is rich, guys. Eric Trump, as I talked about a few days ago, has basically gone into hiding while he was always active on social media and on right-wing news, Fox, OAN, Newsmax, whatever. He hadn't been doing anything for the past few weeks. And yet yesterday, he tweeted the following after it came out that his father's taxes will face public scrutiny, and it was revealed that Trump was plotting a coup late last year, early 2021. It says, just more harassment. The weaponization of politics and evilness of the far left is hard to comprehend. And you can almost hear it in Eric's voice. I don't know about you, but when I read that the first time, I thought to the tone he has when he's on Fox, when he's on OAN, when he's on Newsmax, when he's on Hannity, saying like, oh, everyone's mean to my dad. Everyone's mean to him. It's not fair. We lead clean lives, but everyone's mean to daddy and me and Don Jr. and Ivanka, and no one talks about Hunter Biden and his corruption and blah, blah, blah. And it's just such a sign that this family is the most insulated, privileged, soft, whiny baby loser family I've ever seen. This really tells me that, like, they know they're guilty. Like, there's no argument here. There's no actual argument. There's no actual point that Eric has ever made, or Don Jr. has ever made, or Trump himself has ever made about how they're not guilty. It's always simply denial or deflection or both. There's never an actual effort to say, here's why the charges, the allegations, the evidence is false or misleading or erroneous or what have you. And it also shows that they just don't understand justice. This is sort of like the argument people make when, like, white conservative men see, equality as prejudice against them. They see in the Trump family justice and accountability as oppression and witch hunting against them, because rich white people like the Trumps should never be held accountable. So the fact of the matter is, their expectation is they should be able to do all sorts of crimes, all sorts of schemes to rip off the taxpayer, to rip off people that have invested in their businesses for thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions, and get totally away with it without any penalty at all. And if there's even an investigation into any of it, let alone a conviction or consequences or charges, then it's a sign of political oppression, right? Donald Trump is being investigated in spite of all the protections given to him. If there was any doubt that he wasn't an out-and-out crook, fraud, scammer, they wouldn't be investigating him. He is a former president. He's a billionaire. He's a rich white guy, has all of this power and connections. Everything bends in his favor. So the fact of the matter is that if the Trump family is getting investigated, it's because they're super, super duper guilty, and the evidence is so blatant, it can't be ignored. Right? If it could be ignored, it would be. We've already seen Garland and Biden, in some cases, bend over backwards to defend Trump. Like with the Jean Carroll thing. They've actually worked to defend him. So this idea from Eric is just so ridiculous. He can cry on the internet all he wants. We're going to laugh at him, and we're going to make one point clear. His family is finally facing some measure of accountability, and it's breaking him apart.